Hey, it's your girl Chantelle Pressley, and today on Talks with Telley, we have Justin Ross, who is a mortgage lender located here in Lexington, Kentucky, and he's going to talk to us about what you have to do to get pre-approved to buy your dream home, and some of the obstacles that you might come up against to help combat that before that even happens. So stay tuned for more.
Hello folks, my name is Justin Ross. I'm a mortgage loan officer with U.S. Bank. I serve in the Lexington, Kentucky and surrounding county area. I work with my clients to help them obtain home purchasing, refinances, and home equity lines of credit. So with COVID-19, it's still business as usual. We're not seeing any really drastic changes as far as our guidelines. Some guidelines have changed on particular types of loans, but if I would have to say across the board, that everything is pretty much not too far from where it was before the pandemic. So it's still a great time to buy a house. It's a great time to get refinanced. In my opinion, rates are still close to historic lows right now. So my recommendations would be to, in most situations, obtain a pre-approval. Especially if you're a first-time home buyer, you want to go over your situation, all possible expenses and closing costs that you're going to need to come up with. Obtain an inspection of the property, and an appraisal is actually required for the loan, so that's not something that you'd have to set up yourself. And then seek the advice of a good loan officer such as myself, or realtors such as Chantelle. So obviously there are a ton of loan officers out there. There's a ton of different options as far as banks, credit unions, big banks, small banks, brokerage firms. I would recommend to work with a loan officer that you like, work with a loan officer that you trust. Also, you can always have them compare closing costs, compare rates. I've seen situations where some places will offer a client the lowest possible rate, but they're also charging them higher closing costs. So never hurts to get a second opinion on things. But that would be my advice, is just know there's a lot of options out there, and you really want to sit down and do what's best for you as the client. So I help my clients with home purchasing, whether it be a primary residence, a secondary residence, a vacation home for instance, or an investment property. On refinancing, I can help you refinance to lower your interest rate, and also obtain cash out if you need cash out for a particular project, or to maybe pay off a high interest credit card, or any number of situations. On home equity lines of credit, if you have enough equity in your home, that's something you could use for a home remodel as well, or also if you have another liability that you'd like to take care of. So some common issues that borrowers will run into, probably the most common one will be credit. So you might think your credit score is a little bit higher than it is. You go to obtain your loan and find out that there's something on your credit that might not even be yours, might be something you weren't aware of. So it's always best to obtain a pre-approval. That allows us to look at your credit and see if we're going to run into anything that might delay the process or slow the process down. Also, other things would be something's wrong with the house, so the house doesn't get a good inspection, or the appraisal comes back lower. These are things I think you could help mitigate by working with a great realtor such as Chantelle. So always good idea to have a great realtor that you work with as well. Okay, so in conclusion, my advice, a few things I've learned over the years, would be make sure that your financial situation is going to be comfortable with what you're looking to do. So make sure that payment for that new house is going to fit inside your budget. Then also think about your situation, not necessarily right now, but where you're going to be in a few years. So if you know you're going to start a family, you might want to look at a place with a little bit extra room, as long as it fits into your budget. So that, and before you obtain a loan, look at your rate and also look at your closing costs. So get a loan estimate. Never hurts to get a second opinion for anything. So if I can help in any way, even if you're not currently ready to buy, you're looking to do 6 months, a year from now, let me know how I can help. So again, my name's Justin Ross. I'm with U.S. Bank Mortgage, and I work with Chantelle. She's an excellent realtor, so she's going to help you any way she can as well. So I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.
I want to thank Justin so much for taking the time to do this today. If you all have any questions for Justin, I will leave his contact information in the section below. And once again, thank you for tuning in with Talks with Telley. Bye.